In today's meditation, we will look at the recounting of Jesus' visit to the home of Martha and Mary in the Gospel of Luke. We will recognize the ways that we are like Martha in our daily life and how we can learn to be more like Mary. First, let's start by preparing ourselves to be in God's presence. Find a quiet place where you won't be interrupted. Sit comfortably, with your hands resting gently in your lap or open on your knees. Close your eyes. Take your time with this. You are exactly where you need to be right now. Begin by simply noticing your breath, the way it moves in and out of your body without any effort. Some things are simply given to you. It is grace moving through you right now. Take 3 slow breaths like this, in through your nose, out through your mouth, letting your shoulders drop a little more each time. Now let your mind travel to a small home in the village of Bethany. It's warm. The smell of bread and oil hangs in the air. There is the sound of dishes, footsteps, the low hum of a household in motion. Jesus has come to visit, along with those who travel with him. And this home belongs to 2 sisters, Martha and Mary. Picture Martha first. See her moving quickly from room to room. Her hands are busy, her mind even busier. She is thinking of what needs to be done, the bread that must be baked, the cups that must be filled, the guests who must be properly received. Her intentions are good. Her love is real. She wants to honor Jesus, and there is nothing wrong with wanting that. But notice something in her face as you picture her. A tightness, a worry. She is present in the room, but not present with Jesus. Now see Mary. She is sitting on the floor near Jesus' feet, her face turned up toward him. She isn't doing anything. She isn't preparing anything. She has simply set everything else down, and she is listening, really listening to his words. If you're honest with yourself, you probably know Martha better than you know Mary. Most of us do. Think now of your own daily life, your to-do list, the things pulling at your hands and your attention today, even the good and worthy work you do in service of others. None of it is bad. Martha's work was not the problem. What separated her, even for a moment, was that her many tasks had begun to stand between her and the one sitting right in front of her. Ask yourself quietly, what is the task, however good, that has quietly become my substitute for sitting at his feet? Whatever it is, the list, the burden, the busyness, imagine physically laying it on a table beside you. You can pick it up later. It will still be there. Picture yourself walking into that same home in Bethany. Feel the cool of the floor beneath you as you lower yourself down, just as Mary did. You are near Jesus now, close enough to feel the warmth of his presence, close enough that nothing else in the room matters quite so much. You don't have to say or do anything. You only have to be here. Imagine him looking at you the way he looked at Mary. Not with impatience for what you haven't done, but with a kind of gladness that you have come and sat down. Mary has chosen the better part, which will not be taken away from her. That better part is not reserved for her alone. It is offered to you too in this very moment. Breathe here for a while. Let his wisdom simply wash over you. Here is the part Mary understood that we so often forget. Sitting at his feet was not a single afternoon in Bethany. It was a posture she likely returned to again and again, long after Jesus left that house. And it's a posture available to you too. You are being invited to the same choosing, not once, but many small times throughout your ordinary day. In your first waking moments, before your feet even touch the floor, before the phone is reached for, before the list of the day begins assembling itself in your mind, imagine pausing there in the dark, still beneath the covers, and simply saying, "Good morning, Lord." No agenda, no requests, just an acknowledgement that he is already there, waiting, the way Jesus was already seated in that home before Mary ever entered the room. In the waiting moments, think of the moments today that already ask nothing of you, the ones you usually fill with scrolling or worry or noise. The red traffic light, the line at the store, the kettle coming to a boil. What if these small, unclaimed minutes became your floor at his feet? Not new time carved out of an already full day, but time you already have, simply turned toward him instead of away. In the work itself, here is something tender to consider. Martha's mistake was not her service. It was that her service had crowded out her attention to Jesus. Picture your own hands doing the very same tasks Martha did. The meal, the errand, the caretaking. But now imagine a quiet thread running underneath it all, a continual, wordless awareness of his presence, even as your hands stay busy. This is what it means to work as Mary would have worked had she risen from the floor. Not less service, but service no longer separated from Him. And in the evening, see yourself at the end of day, however it unfolds, sitting down one more time the way Mary sat. Not to review your accomplishments, but simply to rest in His presence and let Him have the last word rather than your own racing thoughts. Think to yourself, where did I sit with you today, Lord? Where did I rush past you? When you are ready, begin to let your awareness return to the room around you. Feel your feet on the ground and your body in the chair or on the floor. Knowing that the tasks waiting for you have not disappeared, but you return to them differently now. Not as Martha, anxious and distracted, but carrying something of Mary with you, a stillness underneath the motion, a remembering that closeness with God is not one more thing to accomplish, but the ground beneath everything else that you do. Take one more deep breath in and slowly let it out. When you open your eyes, see if you can carry just a little of that floor at His feet with you into your kitchen, your work, your waiting, your interruptions, and your evening rest. Amen.